Coaches, the real reason that your coaching business is broken has nothing to do with sales. It has nothing to do with marketing, which you would think are the two most important parts of any business, and they are. But it has everything to do with who you serve and the problem you solve for them. Okay? When I got started as a coach, I started as a real estate investing coach, and that was because I have had a lot of success in real estate. I built a 7-figure flipping business. I owned that business for 7 years. We had a team of 10 people working for us. I bought dozens of rental properties and got my financial freedom initially as an entrepreneur through being a real estate investor. So I decided to teach real estate investing naturally, right? It's the thing I knew best. It's the thing I had success with. So why not? In fact, another successful coach told me, you need to be a real estate investing coach. I was like, yep, I guess he's right. And, there was weird. It was like this little part of me that didn't really want to do that, but I totally ignored that and I went full steam ahead. And for 5 years, coached people on real estate investing, and I did a lot of different stuff. I went from, broadly teaching about the flipping biz down to just rentals and virtual long distance investing. I launched a successful group program. I coached a lot of people one-on-one and made 6 figures a year as a real estate investing coach for, most of the time I was doing it. And I had a decent amount of fun with it. It wasn't bad, right? And I don't regret it. And I love all the people I got to meet and the people I got to help, right? But the thing is, during that whole time, I'm out going to events that Russell Brunson's putting on or learning from, Sam Ovens or other coaching people about online education businesses, because my coaching business is that, right? And I'm trying to figure out how to make it better. And so I'm teaching people about real estate investing, but I'm not learning about real estate investing at all. It seems to me like this thing I've already mastered. I did it in the past, and I just wasn't that interested in sharpening my skills even further in that realm. Okay. One thing my coach taught me is that we have perceived voids in our life, like things that we think we lack. And I used to perceive my void was finances, right? If you go and look at the stuff I used to read in 2011, 2012, 2013 and on, it was all about money, investing, stocks, real estate. I opened an old computer the other day and I found tons of that stuff. So I had this huge void back then of financial freedom. It's God, that is what I need. And so I became obsessed with solving that problem. Once I solved it for myself and I made a bunch of money and I got passive income and I bought properties, I didn't have that financial void in my life anymore. And so, like I said earlier, your values, the things that you value most, come from voids. I don't remember if I said that or not actually, but your values, the things you care about the most, come from your voids, your perceived voids in your life. I had a very high value on financial freedom in the past because I had a perceived void around that. Once I filled the void, what do you think happened to that value? It went away, okay? So I didn't have a high value on financial freedom anymore, yet that was what I was helping other people fix. I wasn't interested in learning it for myself because that void was filled. And so my new perceived void was, grow your online education business, fix it, get it to 6 figures, automate it, figure out marketing, sales, courses, right? Social media, all the things a lot of you guys are probably interested in. And that's still my perceived void, right? Even though I'm doing well, I'm better than I've ever done as a coach, of course, but I don't, want to stop here. People in my mastermind are doing 6 figures every single month as a coach, or 7 figures, some of them even, a month. And so I am like, wow, I want to catch up, but I also want to be the most client-centric coach, and I want to have the best results for my clients and be way more focused on them than any other coach, and just be obsessed with getting them results too. Long story short, I still have that void. And so that places a high value for me on figuring out online education business, right? So the level of success you have with something doesn't always like squash the void and thus squash the value, right? If you want to take something to higher and higher levels. For whatever reason, financial freedom, I just wanted to get enough passive income to pay the bills, and I like checked that box off in my mind, and I mentally, emotionally moved past that. The problem was I set my real estate coaching business up around that delivery, right? Around that desire that other people had. And so not only could I have been a better coach if I had always been out sharpening my skills and taking my financial freedom knowledge to higher and higher levels, but also I could have been a better coach in terms of excitement level with my clients about financial freedom, which I didn't have, like I used to have back when I was solving the problem for myself. So this creates a bit of a conundrum, because you're probably thinking, so are you saying teach something that you are still figuring out for yourself, Brian? Like, what does that mean? You'd be being inauthentic because you're not, like, you haven't figured it out yet and you're already claiming you can solve it for other people? It's not exactly true. It's more just, what are the voids and values that you currently have in your life? That is the foundation of what you would help other people with. Okay, so you need to get your ideal client right. Like, who do you love being around? If you could go have a beer with anyone, who would that be? Like, for me, it's entrepreneurs, specifically coaches and experts. But then, what are you currently most excited about solving in your life? For you, it might be health. It might be putting on some muscle or whatever. I don't know. I've had stages where that was one of my number ones. Obviously, it didn't stick. But, like, that was, for me at a time, I had a high value on that, right? Because I had a void. It's like, I want to, like, be jacked, or I want to, like, look better, right? And so I have a high value on lifting and reading all the books and counting my calories. I did that, like, for a little while, but it wasn't really a good fit for me. Anyways, you need to pick a problem that you're excited about solving. Okay. And so really the only way to do that is to pick something that you're still solving for yourself. It doesn't matter. Like, there's plenty of people who are in great shape and they're ripped and they have huge muscles and six packs and they know what to eat, and they're still obsessed with taking that to a new level, and they're still reading books and listening to podcasts, and they have their own trainer, and they're trying to optimize and whatever. And so that would be a great thing for them to teach people, right? So it doesn't matter. Like, if you're just starting out, if you're like, well, I have a void in financial freedom and I'm broke and I'm working a 9 to 5, and my excitement is around, like, financial freedom and figuring out passive income, because you're just a beginner, because you're just starting, you can't authentically go out and say, I'm going to coach people on financial freedom. Now, you can niche down and choose, like, a service where you're going to do something for someone that helps them on that journey, or do something with someone, or you're going to take the journalist approach and you're going to document your own journey to financial freedom. That's something Brendan Burchard taught me. So you're being honest and authentic about where you are. There's ways to still help other people and charge money for it while being authentic. Like my mentor, who now does a couple $1 million a month in the coaching space, just started out doing copywriting for businesses for $300, $500 a pop. He couldn't teach people on the whole how to start their whole business. He had never done it. So he's like, well, what am I good at? Well, I'm good at copywriting. I've read all the books. I've learned how to write copy. And I'll just offer to do copywriting for business owners. So like doing something for someone, done for you is what they call it, is an easier sell. And it's authentic, right? Like you are selling something that's really worth the money you're charging. And then you could learn about like, let's say you sell a ton of people into your copywriting program. You're like, I've learned a few things about sales. This program can expand, and now it can broaden, and now I can like teach people copywriting and sales. So it's becoming a bit of a marketing and a sales coaching program. You see what I'm going with this? And then you get a bunch of clients and you learn how to deliver to them in a group plus online course hybrid model. And then you're like, okay, I could teach that to them too. They want to know about this or asking me about this. And so, getting the avatar and the offer right, something that's in alignment with who you are as a person, who you love being around, problems you're currently excited about solving, and then aligning it with your current skill set and what you can authentically sell, where the value's there and you believe it's there because it's really there. You're not bullshitting people and you're a 10 out of 10 on what you offer. That's the real secret to a successful coaching business. This is the foundation of setting it up right. And you need to figure that piece out, because you don't worry about growing a social media following or doing marketing or selling or starting your program or whatever if you don't have these pivotal pieces in place. Because this is like the internal alignment game of setting your coaching business up on the proper foundation, so people feel your vibe, your energy, your excitement, your conviction, your confidence, and you are just in alignment. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm in alignment with what I do. I love this. I believe in it. I know I can help people. It's what I'm learning every day, and I'm sharing with you what I know. And I'm also learning and sharpening my skills on this every single day. I'm going hard on this, guys, because it's what I love to do. Cool. So I really hope this helps, guys. I know I rambled quite a bit in this training, but I wanted to talk to you about the values voids piece. It's one of the things that my coach helped me with. Tremendous aha for me. So appreciate you guys being here. You mean a lot to me. DM me your questions, just shout out, give me a shout out. I don't care where. Find me on social and shoot me a message. Email me, brian@brianellwood.net. Don't just be a casual listener. Let's talk. Like, I want to just know who you are and what you do. And if you have any questions, I'm here to help you. So don't be a stranger. You guys crush this year. This year, I don't know what to expect, but I know that if you have the grit and determination and you love what you do enough, you can figure it out and you can make 2021 an amazing year for you. I got your back. I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.